everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Jen with the Behavior Department. In today's video, we're going to be going over some safe handling and defensive leash handling techniques to use for when dogs get just a little too unruly, too rowdy, and other techniques have failed to work. So obviously initially you want to just try to redirect them if they're being too jumpy or starting to get mouthy with you and getting a little too over aroused. Initially you want to just start redirecting them to a more appropriate activity, such as redirecting them to play with a toy instead of jumping on you or grabbing at the leash, for example. You might redirect by scattering treats or asking for incompatible behaviors such as a sit. If all of these are failing to work, or if the dog's energy level is definitely getting too high, that you're feeling it's starting to be an unsafe situation, we're going to use our next line of defense, which is first and foremost your safety clip. It can be something as simple as just a really strong metal carabiner. You'll be getting some of these. I like to keep it really handy so I can grab it at a moment's notice if I need to. So I like to keep it clipped to the outside of my treat pouch. So that way if I'm walking and the dog's starting to get to be too much, I can easily grab it, attach it to the leash, and then maybe attach the dog's leash to a fence, that kind of thing. So we're going to be demonstrating that a few times, and I'll show you some other techniques as well. To help me with that, I've got my good buddy Tyson here. Tyson! Good boy. So, first and foremost, if I'm walking Tyson and I'm in an area where I've got a chain link fence nearby and he's getting to be too excessively unruly with me, I can immediately grab my clip and I'm going to attach it to the leash handle like this, walk him over to the fence, attach him to the fence, and now I can safely walk away from the dog, get out of his reach. That can give him time to settle down, or if I need to go get assistance from somebody else, the dog is safe and secured and unable to make contact with me. If for some reason I have, maybe lost my carabiner, or I left it on a different dog's leash and I don't have it with me, in that unfortunate scenario, I can still use a chain link fence to safely do a similar technique. It's just a little harder to do. But what you do in this case is you feed it through the loop and then you pull back. And now this creates tension, and I can use as much tension or as little tension as I need to make sure the dog cannot physically reach me. Now in this situation, it's a good opportunity for me to see if I can get the dog to settle down, if I can ask for sits, are there other calm behaviors, and see if their energy level will decrease. Otherwise, it might just be an opportunity for me to wait here, and when I see somebody, ask for assistance. We have another one as well that's a little similar to that one if I'm somewhere where I'm not near a fence post or near a chain link fence, and that's where I'm going to actually be using a tree or a post. Something that I can still get the leash around. Now this tree is a little too big for it, so we'll show you on a more ideal situation. But so we'll use this pole over here as an example. So if I've got like a tree or a pole or something like this, it's the same idea of just wrapping the leash around it, and then I can create a fulcrum. And now if I do have my carabiner, I can still use this and then attach my carabiner and then actually attach it back to the leash itself. And that way, now the dog is secure, I can get away from him, and I might be able to go and then get help. Or if I see somebody struggling with the dog and I need to secure my dog temporarily, this is a good safe way to do it while I go assist the other person. Dog's not going anywhere, they're attached. I know they're safe. Alright, so those are some of the different techniques on how to use your safety carabiner or how to wrap the leash around something to get you into a more secure position when you get into those situations. But the thing I want to kind of stress though is it's a really good idea to practice these before you ever actually need to use them. So practice them with a dog that's being really calm, like Tyson today. He's being pretty chill this afternoon. So he's not really needing any of these techniques, but it made it really easy for me to kind of practice and start getting used to that muscle memory. So then that way, when I do need it in a kind of an emergency situation, I'm almost responding automatically and I'm not fumbling around or unsure of what I'm doing. So it's a good idea to practice this, make sure you understand how to do it, how quickly you can access your carabiner. If you have any questions about it or want help practicing it, definitely come and reach out to Behavior, and we're more than happy to help you with that. All right, guys.